not everyone was meant to be saved.
Not everybody was meant to be saved at that particular time. By you, by the way. The game is about trading. It's about these charts. Some people are good at trading, but they don't have enough money. I want to be an IB. But it's the charts. I want to be a mentor. It's the charts that brought you into the game. It's actually rare to find people say they are learning.
Everyone is just a guru. Everyone just knows everything.
Yeah.
No one is really in that mind state of...
We've used the word mentorship loosely in the industry.
So that would be your advice to anyone who's doing mentorship and is...
Leave mentorship.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Industry Chats podcast. And obviously, your president in front of you. Once again, it's a Tuesday. You know what to do. We smash, right? We smash the like button. Yeah, I think we smash.
We smash.
Smash the like button and subscribe. You what?
Subscribe to the channel.
Oh, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it's easy as that.
And comment.
Yeah. Leave a beautiful comment, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, what are we doing today? It feels so weird. Please, apologies. My boy is not here today. The famous one is not here, but obviously I cannot do this on my own. Today we have a very interesting guest, by the way. She's been here for Market Masters, and we've decided to invite her for Industry Chats. As you know, Ziwala, right? The Still Here gang, they know. Everybody enjoys watching Industry Chats. And I'm going to behave today, obviously, because we're having our CEO being our ghost. So, yeah, I'll watch my tongue today. It's just going to be, one of those days when you're at work and they're looking at every move you make. Yeah. Sure. I'm sitting with, I like calling all ladies, I like calling them me. I don't know. I think that's how my mom raised me.
It sounds respectful.
It's so respectful.
Yeah. Shows you were raised right.
Yeah. My mom always says a woman, you call her by me. So I'm sitting with me, Prudence Nxumalo. Mm-hmm. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think the technique works. She said to me, to say it right, if you ever said Nxa, just say Nxu.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, I'm sitting with me, Prudence Nxumalo. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I know we're going to have a very wonderful and powerful conversation today. And yeah, I'm sitting with our CEO, the one and only. How are you, my good sir?
I'm good in yourself.
And I'm doing well. I'll watch my tone, Yeah, how's everyone doing?
I'm doing good. I just have flu.
Oh, yeah. Does it have to do with this cold? Yeah, no, today, guys.
Season.
Today is bad.
Yeah, no, today is cold.
But otherwise, I'm good.
Yeah. How is business?
Business is good. Business is business. Yeah. But can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all good.
How are you doing, Jay?
I'm doing well, it's just this cold weather. It's not the best of things, but, we try. We wear jackets and coats.
Yeah, you wearing yeah, Jay's wearing like 5 jackets. 5. You remind me of Cape Town. In Cape Town, it was cold.
Hey, it wasn't playing with us at all.
And I think the best memory for me in Cape Town was to put the wood in the fireplace throughout.
For sure.
Yeah, every time we just put in fire there. So I think this cold is basically saying bye-bye. Yeah, summer is coming. Yeah, it's September. Everybody's birthday is next month, and we're gonna enjoy summer.
Everybody.
I'm sure your birthday is also in September, right?
No, my birthday is on January the 2nd, after New Year.
Isn't that interesting?
Very interesting, eh?
I know, right? She's the first person I've ever heard, my birthday is after a holiday.
Sure.
Especially New Year.
Interesting. But I'm sure you have somebody in the family who was born in September.
Yep.
Okay.
2.
All right. That's why I say everybody's born in September. I was born in September. So, yeah. Yeah, so there are a lot of things that is happening right now on the ground, especially with regards to trading itself. I know we day to day we come on the podcast, we talk about the pros, we talk about the cons, we talk about how people can develop different types of business strategies. And yeah, I've watched your Market Masters. By the way, that was a beautiful interview.
Thank you.
You did with the famous one, and you spoke a lot about getting into the IB journey. So I just wanted this. I wanted us to start there. Since then, where are you now?
So I've worked with 2 brokers in the past. Yeah, the IB business is not a joke, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a joke. It requires a lot of strategy, tactic, and to be good in sales. Yeah, but it's a good business to make an extra income outside of trading, because this industry is very broad. You can make money in many different ways besides just sitting behind your laptop and buying, selling, making your money. So yeah, right now I'm currently working, I'm not going to mention the name, but I'm learning. I'm just trying to learn the business. I'm not that good. I'm still new in the business. But yeah, that's who I am. I'm still learning. That's what I can say. Yeah, I'm still learning the IB business.
Yeah, it's actually rare to find people say they are learning.
Everyone is just a guru. Everyone just knows everything.
Yeah.
And no one is really in that mind state of, hey, let me just learn. Let me find out. I feel like we're always in a rush to get to that point because it sounds good on paper, like especially when you're selling yourself.
Yeah.
Because like you just said, a lot of people are having to sell themselves, and you now having to sell this idea and this product and this ideology that you've built up from the ground up called Cheese Academy, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting
So
name.
that being said, so yeah, I think people are always just rushing to jump to that selling point. It's like how psychology was a selling point, being a master of the charts, master of psychology, master of what, but then it's like, what happened to the knowledge building up of things? Like, do we just skip a step or?
That is true. And I do think that's a killer on its own. It's okay to be open to learning. You can't know everything. And the thing about the Forex industry is you learn every day. You learn every day. Even I'm still learning how to trade different instruments and stuff. So it is okay to just say, I don't know this, and I'm still learning. A lot of people just want to be perfect. You will never learn anything. If you just walk into a room and you act like you're the smartest person, nobody's going to pour into your cup because it seems full, whereas it's empty. So it's just okay to, just say you're still learning.
I think it has to do with what Jay is saying. A lot of people don't want to come across as students because they've got something to sell, and it's usually difficult to buy a product from a student. You always want to buy a product from a master. Yeah. But I think with that approach, then you're also opening up a room, because there are a lot of people that want to implement collaboration with people that are startups. Right. I was actually looking at the journey of you see these offices, WeWork, Spaces, Regis, and so I spent some time doing research there, and the amount of people that are having startup businesses there, it will blow your mind. Everybody on the floor is basically having a startup. And their collaboration is, what do you do? How can I provide value? How can we collaborate? How can we make something together? And I thought of it that, look, you can be coming from finance. This one is an accountant. This one is an engineer. These people are coming from different worlds, but they want to create a package that is working for everybody. And I'm just thinking, imagine as traders. Imagine as traders, we're coming in together. We're forgetting about services that we are rendering to people. We just thinking of innovation.
I think that's slowly happening, because I've been watching a few traders, not everyone, I will say.
Sure.
They're not pushing lifestyle. They're not trying to show that they bought a car this week and last week. But there's a few traders that I can look at and honestly say that they are trying to move in that direction, because that's where it's headed.
Yeah.
If it's not headed in a direction where everyone's collaborating, everyone's working together to make sure that people are making money, people are getting money, because people forget, if my students are making money, I am making money. Not because they're losing, but because they are actively winning. Because that's how good deals should be structured.
Yeah. So you are now into the next phase. Do you think you've overcame certain challenges that you faced when you started from the get go? Because now you mentioned that you're working with 2 brokers, right?
No, I've worked with 2
before. Oh, you've
before.
worked with 2 brokers now. And what made you change from this particular broker to the broker that you're using now?
All right. I think the biggest challenge is that a lot of people don't want to teach you unless they want to eat from you. You know, you have a lot of people that just want to use you. So if you can just say, Jay, I want to learn from you, please teach me 1, 2, 3. People don't have time, you know, and which is good. Like, this is not coming from a place of entitlement or anything, but I'm just saying not a lot of people are willing to give you information for free unless they want to use you. So now I'm moving from, okay, but I don't want to make this to be about brokers or me moving from broker to, you know. But the shift is mainly because, you know, sometimes you don't necessarily know what you're doing and you can see that these people can't pour into your cup. So you try to look for other people, you know, because growth, you can't grow on your own. You need people to grow you, you know. So sometimes a certain group just can't help you, you know, so you just have to shift and... Yeah, that's how you elevate. You can't remain at the same place forever, especially if it's not working for you. So that has been a challenge for me because I'm not finding people that genuinely want to help. You know, people just want to take advantage. And again, abantu bayanyatsana, you know? Yeah, so people just want to talk to you or pour into you.
When you say people, sorry to cut you off, when you say people, who are you referring to?
Like the big people in the industry, people that already know the business, which I do understand. I mean, you know, nobody has the time to teach you for free. So I do understand. You know, so that's what I mean. Others just want to take advantage. Others want high. Like, but cool. You see? So yeah, that has been a challenge because it's difficult to grow. Like,
do you think though, honesty is costly?
Yes.
I think I'll agree to that.
Please expand.
Being honest and there's a few things that I think are costly. Honesty and loyalty. They come at a price tag that's not monetary or that can't be calculated in certain departments or areas of our lives, right? So when you find yourself as an honest person and you're telling people, this is what I know, this is what I do, this is what I've reached, the level which I've reached at, maybe the most you've ever withdrawn from a broker is 50,000. If you're honest to that level and you're only telling people, guys, this is where I've reached. This is what I can help you attain because I've attained it, but I'm trying to reach further. I will pour in, like you were saying earlier, pouring into people, right? I can pour into you this much, but that's as far as I go. If you tell someone that and then they go to Instagram and they see a trader posting money in that bank everyone loves because they give up black cards like it's nothing. Saying money in 100K and it's like, is it 100K of profits? Is it 100K of IP? You know, people don't really, they aren't as transparent as it would help them. Because if you're transparent,
it's
how are you gonna sell?
That's actually a good one. That's actually a good one. I think I need to apply. Should I apply to you that you need to be our permanent ghost now? So there's something that I've noticed, especially throughout the week, like doing business with certain people. I tend to realize that sometimes, like I 100% echo your sentiments, right? Sometimes you can be too open, too transparent, and too honest, and people take advantage of that. And it can devalue your brand because you're just too honest. And people feel like he's just too honest. Let's just play on top of his head. And I think sometimes being too, and I might be wrong, right? Being too honest can reduce how people see you. Because they're like, he's a saint. Right? He's just a saint. So whatever we do, and that's why sometimes people cannot differentiate when you are being personal and when you're providing a service. And people always feel like everything should be the same, and we should find a way to differentiate between the two, especially when you're doing business with people that are close to you. And I think I also look at my relationship with Nxumalo. Right, guys, Nxumalo is sick. He'll be back next week. I didn't say that, right? My boys will come in.
No, you did say he's sick.
Yeah.
You didn't say when he's coming back.
Okay, he's coming back next week, right now. I'm already professing. I think what makes my relationship with him work is that we can differentiate between when we are doing business and when we are being friends or brothers, right? We don't always clash with the two, because when it's business, it's business. Chief, we're done with business. Now we can play. Now this is friendhood, friendship, this is brotherhood, we do other things. And I think that's why a lot of people cannot keep relationships, because they don't know like when is the right time to play, when is the right time to be a friend. And that's why even family sometimes takes advantage of your business every time. Miles was far and naughty. Yeah. What do you think of that?
Like, have you found it hard to kind of build the relationships? Or I feel like no, but to that point, I feel like it's been hard to kind of differentiate. Slow, guys, I butchered it.
It's fine, my boy. We understand.
It's kind of hard to tell the difference. They don't teach us. They teach us how to make friends. They teach us how to take care of our mother, take care of our father. What kind of relationship that requires from you to build into, right? But they don't teach us how to acquire business relations. So it's a lot easier because we know friends. We start confusing friends with business, and then it comes together, and then it breaks apart like friendship. And because it was built on this friendship kind of layer, if that breaks, that business side of it breaks as well.
Yeah.
That is true, guys. Like, you can never mix business with personal. It will never work.
Yeah.
It will never work. Like, it'll never, even in accounting. I'm not an accountant. I've never studied accounting. But I know there's a thing where you can't, even if you're the owner, but you can't mix your personal expenses with the business once. You just can't mix the two.
Does it then go back to what we've always been saying on the show, that
there are no mentors?
Okay. I think the thing that needs that. Mostly trading is all about being an individual. It's a single game where it's you mostly and the charts. And if you don't have a relationship and you cannot make trading as an entity and you as an individual, as an entity or as a person, right? It makes it difficult, because that's why sometimes you don't have that much respect towards the craft, because you see it as the master, you see it as the owner. Therefore, you don't have so much respect towards it. That's why you can break your trading rules and strategies at any given time, because you don't treat that as an entity. But if you see it as an entity, as like it's sitting on its own, right? Owned by you, run by you, but it's an entity on its own. Every time you wanna like do something, as you were talking about, as an accountant, you cannot just dip your hands in accounts and just mix them up. Even with trading, I mean, type of withdrawals that you make. I mean, to make a withdrawal for lunch or to host friends, I don't know, guys. I don't know how you run them. You run your business. I really don't know. But for me, it doesn't look much professional, because it doesn't open a room for growth, right? Why am I saying that? You will have potential investors one day, and they want to study your books, and they see, okay, there was a 2,000 Rand withdrawal here on a Friday. What was going on there? How do you account for those funds? Would you say, no, it was personal? I had to take my friends and buy VSOP, what?
Whatever they call it.
Whatever they call it. You don't know it. Right. If you don't know how to handle it, it's going to be difficult to attract more business. Do that make sense?
Yes, you are.
You know, sense. Like, we should really have respect for the craft. Like we should really, even the IB business, what is the plan? Like, is it money that is just coming in and you just want to get the money, spend it on your personal expenses? Or what is the plan? And I think it starts with the plan from the get-go. I mean, you're getting $6 a lot, $12 a lot. What is the plan? What are you planning to do with the money that is coming in?
Are you asking me what I'm planning to do?
I'm asking both of you. Yeah.
Forex, you can lose yourself because like there's too much money there. Like adding on to whatever you were saying, there has to be sustainability.
Yeah.
There has to be sustainability in everything that you're doing, any kind of business, any kind of investment. So Forex is the type that like you can actually lose yourself because there's a lot of money there and it's quick. You know, you make money fast, you go spend it with your friends, but you're not thinking long term, you know. But you have to find a way to make your money work for you and to also build that sustainability. So I do agree with you. Like we should treat Forex as a business, like trading as a business, not just as a quick get rich, you know, getting money fast, and then you just spend it real quick. You know, it has to be sustainable. You have to think long term, even in the IB business as well, you know. So yeah, I do agree with you.
Yeah, because we're having a lot of people having different types of deals with brokers. And I think some obviously have a plan why they want to do that. But sometimes we're devaluing our brands by just getting into deals and we don't have like a long-term plan. And you know, sometimes it's relationship building, man. It doesn't have to be you always getting something in. Like it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be you always getting money coming in. Sometimes you just need to sustain that business by you giving out. And giving out, I'm not talking about corporate social investment, your CSR. No, I'm talking about you giving in. Like you giving in determines how much can come in. ROI, right? So I give this much, and ROI doesn't need to come in a form of money all the time. I mean, we were at FMAS. You've made relationships with people. People are asking for favors. And this is what I've noticed. If you get into the lawyers game, like lawyers play the favors game. Like for them, it's a deal. It's a transaction. If I make you a favor right now, they tell you straight, you owe me.
You owe me one.
And it goes a long way. And you see people always climbing the ladder because of they you know? So sometimes do those uncomfortable decisions. Like, you know that, okay, I might not tap in here. It's none of my business. But try to make it your business. One day it'll pay off.
For me, I think one thing that I caught on with late, and I'm so... we shot ourselves in the foot with this financial literacy chat because I learned late the purpose of investments, because we put money into Bitcoin and then it goes up by a month and we take it out. What happened to compound interest? Because I remember we were at Cape Town and we were talking with
Robin.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share a lot of the
as
stuff
long as
he said.
he never put a disclaimer.
But he basically was emphasizing the importance of you put into an investment so that it keeps growing. Now, the practical side of this, the easiest, straightforward, this is not financial advice. The way to simplify it, right? You open up a bank savings account, it gives you 5% every month. You put in 500 Rand every month for a year.
Yeah.
That's the safest and most common sense way to say that, right? And then from those profits, maybe you half it and you put it somewhere riskier. Or maybe you take 25% of that and you put it into riskier investments, retirement plans, however you choose to do it, fixed deposits. But basically playing around with that money in such a way that it continues to grow. It's nice that money's there. It's nice that it's sitting. I enjoy liquidity more than the next person, sure. I love liquidity. I won't lie to you. I think all of us here can agree liquidity is nice, right? But then what happens if you focus up and you turn off that tap of liquidity and you leave just enough to maybe take you to work, pay for this, and then an emergency fund, maybe like I know with certain savings plan, you can put in X amount, let's say 7K, right?
Yeah.
And then you say 2K in case of emergency that can be transacted through. And it's like, even with something like that, you can build discipline. If you borrow from yourself, you say maybe you touch that 1.5, you tell yourself when you put it back in, it's got to be 1.6. Like building up things like that to really help us build financial freedom, because it's very sad. Because that happened to me also very early on, is that I would withdraw for the weekend. What happens after the weekend? The week starts. Okay, what am I funding with?
Exactly. Now you have to sell things, right? You're selling assets.
And for what?
Yeah.
Because I was irresponsible. I was thinking that, hey, let's have a good time. Let's go up. Let's take it to the top. And
instant gratification.
Dude, the killer of dreams and financial freedom is instant gratification.
Comes, it goes, just like that.
Bruh, it's crazy. We don't know much about money, or we don't know enough to know what to do with it when we finally get it.
Interesting. I think we need to have a masterclass on that. We don't know much about money. We think we do, but we actually don't.
We don't. Because, nobody talks about the phase when you start making money and how to actually keep it. And, everybody, maybe say you're coming from young money. You don't know, man. You start hustling, your things start to shangana. Now you start to make a lot of money. You don't know what to do with it. You've never had money before. You've never been rich before. You don't have a good relationship with money, because you're straight out of poverty or struggle or whatever. So nobody really talks about the phase where you have to actually treat your money good, because when you make money happy, money is going to make you happy. It's people confuse it. It's a two-way relationship. So it's very important to understand money and how it works and how you can grow it and how it can work for you. So yeah, I think that is very important to know and to have a good relationship with money.
Jay-Z says what? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
That's an old school bar, huh?
Yeah. I'm old like that. Well, I'm old like that.
But it's valid. Like, it's so valid.
I'm just thinking about it. Sure. When was the last time you saw a note?
Like paper.
Yeah.
From
Like
paper
cash.
Yeah.
So, yo. I can't say last time I saw on a public platform.
Yeah.
But the last time I had personally paper was I withdrew because we were going to the hood, and usually it's better if you're in the hood and you have cash, because you can't necessarily swipe. So I took out like money for the scones, the snacks, body cold drink, stuff like that. So that's the last time when I had cash. Paper cash.
Like, I'm from the hood, and you still don't see paper cash that much.
I wanted to say. I
was coming from a hood, you don't even see it that much. They're in the hood.
There's swiping everywhere. Apparently, you can withdraw cash from a tuck shop.
Yes.
How does it work? Guys, if you know, please let me know there on the comment section. I want to know, like, the whole system. Like, how does it work? How does it benefit them? You understand? Like, the whole system. How does it work to withdraw from a local tuck shop?
And they charge, like, a lot of money. Because when you're withdrawing from, what's this? A supermarket or like Obochekas and Woolworths and stuff, they don't charge you, do they?
It depends.
Bank charges.
I think it depends on your bank. So every bank, I think, has like a charge.
There by the tuck shop. It's standard.
Not Standard Bank, right? The show can start,
Every 100 rands, you pay 10 rand for it. So if you're withdrawing 300, you're going to pay 330. So I think that's how they make money. That's how they earn. We're swiping there.
Is it within the law, though? Like,
I don't know about that.
Like, okay, fine. Do they even have, like, a license to do so? Isn't this supposed to be under FSP or something?
Yeah.
Like, FSC has a lot of work to do. So, because the reason why I'm saying this is that it's fascinating how that's all last time I spoke about when I become president, not if, when.
Yeah.
You study the way money is moving around the hood. If you can master that, because I believe, in my opinion, that's where money is at, right? In certain areas, the money is with individuals. But if you go to the hood, like everybody has a certain amount in their pockets. And most of them, they work in the cities, they come back. So you understand, money is just flowing there. It's never coming back. And the same people are being taxed. So there's a certain system I have in my head. Hopefully it will work when I become President Viva.
It will work.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking about it. You can go to a local shop where they charge you to swipe. Like they put an extra. Because if I'm selling an iPhone, I'm selling it 10 rands, for example. My markup on this, if it's 100%, if I bought it for 5 rand and my markup is 100%, then I'm selling this 10 rands, right? Why should I then add another cost on this by saying, if you're going to swipe, then the price would then change to 12 rands. 2 rands is when somebody doesn't understand the cost of doing business. Because if you're going to go to a bank and you're going to ask for a certain facility, like I want people to swipe and I'm going to use this machine and whatnot, you need to ask for a product that will cater for your business, not to exploit your customers. Because I believe you are now exploiting them because they are now paying for your bank expenses, which is an expense for your business. You then you don't understand the cost of doing business. And I think a lot of consumers right now, even in our industry, you are getting a lot of people paying for services they should not be paying for. That's why it's easy to sell a robot, an indicator. I actually had a call in the morning. Someone was being sold stochastic oscillator, guys. Stochastic.
That's
and I'm not being sarcastic. I'm telling you, a certain lady was being sold a stochastic. Like that thing is a stochastic. Like she sent it to me. I'm like, but this is they just put certain layers on it to make it look funky and put colors and layers and I'm just thinking, how many times in the industry have we been buying things we shouldn't be buying at all? I don't know. I'm opening up to everybody. Maybe let's discuss this because we've seen different services. There's signals. There's mentorship. There's coaching. There's robots. There's a lot. There's indicators. There's how does one put pricing when it comes to that product? Like, how do you determine that this will cost this much? Because why I'm saying this is that Monday, the price is 10,000. Friday, you've got 95% discount. I'm sure we've seen that. Monday, your cost is 10,000. On Friday, it's 95% discount. Like, how do you come to that point?
That one
is like very tricky because I feel like, okay, first of all, we are paying for mentorship and we're paying for robots and we're paying for, what else are we paying for? Signals. Now we're paying for signals, which I think signals, well, like, why are you paying for signals? But let me speak on mentorship, You can't value, I'm speaking monetary wise, you can't put a value on your knowledge. Yabo. So when we charge or looking at your situation right now, because it's like it works as a second stream of income or third or whatever, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so we charge a card. I think that's how they charge. That's how it's a discount. 95% off.
It's so tricky though.
It's just a way of making money, right? And another thing, like you can't put value to it, like you. Ow.
But one can say, Prudence, even a psychologist, how does one put a price on her or his sessions? Like there are certain people, even lawyers, who say, I'm going to charge you 30,000 for 30 minutes consultation.
Yeah.
Okay, let me speak on my end because I offer mentorship and I charge 1.5. So I feel like 1.5 is small.
Okay,
I
like
why?
that part. So how did you determine that price?
You know why? Because of it's personal. Like the pricing is personal to me and my experiences in learning the skill. You know, what I went through, the money that I lost, and what it took for me to have the strategy that I'm using right now. So if I charge you 1.5, you're going to make more. You know, I make more than 1.5 using my strategy. So that's how I'm charging based on my personal journey and how I attained the knowledge that I want to teach you. You see? So that's why I feel like 1.5 is small, because you're going to make more.
Okay.
Forever, for life.
Yo, you know what's funny even?
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, for me, when I was put in that so-called turning point or that pivotal moment of will I become a mentor or will I not, is when this 1K came to me and his mother had asked, can you please tell him the ropes, teach him? And I was like, I'm not going to teach anyone. I'm going to tell him what I've done and how it looks and the truth of the whole thing. Because really, it's not what it's sold online. Sat with him for over like a week. The mother came to me thanking me, how much do you want? And I was like, I do not accept any payments. I don't take that. And I told her, the people who probably... And I believe the statement so much. If you the person who's probably would, I gotta find the English for this one. Give me a second. A person who's probably good at mentoring doesn't have time to mentor. Truth be told, I truly believe that, because why? You're always working on yourself and people see the work that you're putting into yourself. Because it takes a lot to even wake up and be like, I'm doing 1, 2, 3 and I'm accomplished 1, 2, 3 today.
For yourself.
For yourself alone. Now imagine there's 1,000 people in a group looking at you, asking you, hey, we're learning from you, we're taking from you. And it's like, where do you have the time to level up from where you are already? Because you are at a height. Yes, you've reached great heights. You're withdrawing these big monies. You're funding lots of money. That's great. That's good. But where's the time for you to invest in you coming from if you're too busy helping others?
It's a powerful statement, by the way.
It's scary because it then goes... Then the next question is that, because we're doing that, does that mean we never help anyone? That's the thing, though.
I think it's systems.
Okay.
I think it's setting up systems that works for both of you. Because you would initially have people that are having... I mean, if you are going to stand in... I'm just looking at someone like, is it Grant Cardone?
Okay.
10X.
Who's that?
Grant
this
Cardone.
billionaire.
Very big.
Yeah,
what does he do?
Real estate, like obviously he's
Everything.
a billionaire, so he's doing everything. Master IB, selling signals. He's a billionaire. So he has like educational content, and you see these big guys having those educational content, and because his cost is something like, I might be 10x or something like, do 10x more than what you're doing, and I'm just thinking, I think it goes back to systems. If you have a system that can accommodate you and the next person, it can actually work, but it can be also overwhelming if you have not mastered that system.
I think you can't. I think there should be a limit to, like, if we're talking regulation standpoint of view, there should be a limit to how many people you can mentor in a year.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I really don't believe that you can.
No. I agree with you. I mean, if you're saying it's one-on-one mentorship and you're having 10,000 people, like, how do you find time to...
There's no way.
You understand?
Yeah.
But I'll be interested to know more. Like, you put a price tag, okay, it's 1.5. How does it work? It's 1.5 and, like, you teach for how long, and is it a call? Do they come to your place? And, is it via Zoom, or how does it work?
All right. So another reason why I feel like my 1.5 is very small, because I do one-on-one sessions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We do have group sessions, but I just focus mainly like one-on-one, but they are via Zoom. The app. And yeah, that's how I teach one-on-one sessions. And I also have pre-recorded videos. So that helps like that helps. I agree with you. Like mentoring is, it's too much work. It is too much work because you can't help another person if you yourself, you need, because we have different phases in life. I've had the roughest 6 months this year, and I couldn't even pour into my clients, So you should have a system that works because, it is a lot of work. I even wanted to stop offering my services because it's too much. It's too much. It's not just taking the person's money and just saying, okay, watch the pre-recorded videos. We're just going to have one-on-one sessions there and there. You're dealing with a lot of people and they're different. And you can't like point to another person if you low, know. So if you're going through something, I can't even show up, know. So but that's how the 1.5 honestly is unreasonable. No, let's be real. Yeah, but
for how long will you teach them for that 1.5?
I don't even have a time span. Just until you're good.
Yeah.
Until you're
so
good.
So if somebody takes 5 years, it's 5 years.
It's 5 years. It's 5 years.
We don't learn at the same pace, eh?
That's the thing. I think one thing that we as traders or people that are participating in the CFD industry, I think one thing we don't look at and we take it for granted is the amount of time we spend for business research.
Okay.
Like we spend so much time into the skill. Like if, let's say you are a mentor, you are an IB, right? It's like you're an all-rounder, you're an IB, you are licensed. Let me talk about somebody that is licensed to give signals, is an IB. We can spend so much time on, okay, I need to get a lot of followers on Instagram so that I can attract clients. I need to boost a certain advert, Google ads, but we don't spend so much time in research, like understanding the type of business we are in. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this, because there was a time I was trying to launch a certain business and I used, pamphlets. And like there were a lot. I'm like, I'm going to get a lot of people. And only to find out I was giving away pamphlets in a place that is not conducive for that. So I spent money on marketing that was not useful. Therefore, I didn't get a return. Why? Because I didn't do research about the particular area. How it's, you understand? So even with mentorship, a lot of people want to get into mentorship because they're like, it's so-and-so. I think he bought that money with mentorship. I think he bought it with mentorship. I think he bought it with signals. Therefore, I'm going to start teaching. And you don't realize that sometimes that mentorship that you are offering can be your biggest nightmare because you might even forget about your trading itself. You find that you are getting good returns as a trader. Instead of you going to look for a lump sum of money to leverage on the account that you have, you are now going for mentorship. And those 1,005, the 3,000 that you're getting from one-on-one, you will find that it's taking so much time from you trading. And you're not making that money that you used to make before because you are like, I'm scaling now. Only to find out that you're only going backwards. So I think research is very important. To see somebody flourishing because of they offer certain services and you don't do your research, that's dangerous to do. That is so dangerous to do. And I think that's what we are finding a lot in our industry.
Do you think you've been scaling up? Oh, okay. I'll ask you both because you guys have been both involved in mentorship, right? Yeah. Me, I've mentored from afar, but nothing like you guys. So have you been scaling up personally in your mentorship, not because of the mentorship, but because of your own personal growth? Has that been something that's been happening? Have you been leveling up yourself personally? Wow.
Yeah, well, I have, but it's completely detached from mentorship. Yeah. But yeah, I have been. I'm trying to learn. This industry is very big. So I'm trying to grow myself as Prudence Nxumalo herself. I'm trying to improve myself, and I'm learning. Learning never stops. The more you learn, and the more. I don't know how to put it, but I have been. But it's completely detached from mentorship. Just me personally, and just learning other things, the ropes in this industry.
So that would be your advice to anyone who's doing mentorship and is...
Leave mentorship.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to leave it as well. No, but unless I find a way to make it work, because I just truly want to help people, you know, but I just feel like I'm not pouring into them enough. So I just want to take a break. I'm just going to take a break, but leave mentorship, like stop mentoring people. It's draining. It's draining and it's so difficult to put into yourself. Just leave it. Yeah, okay. Like, no. That's my advice, honestly. Leave mentorship. If you're a trader, you're upcoming, you see money, profitability, you're making a lot of money, and you're thinking, now I'm ready to mentor.
Yeah.
Leave it. I'd rather you do the IB business, you know, because that is good for your brand.
So you rather do IB than mentorship?
Yes, mentorship.
You know, I want to read something here, speaking about mentorship. And I think we've used the word mentorship loosely in the industry. Why am I saying that? And I think this is a topic Nxumalo and I spoke about. I can't remember the guest we had. It was in Cape Town. That what is the difference between selling a course and mentorship? Right.
Two different things.
Two different things. So some people will think, I'm selling a course, therefore I'm doing mentorship. That's what I'm saying. I think it's used loosely. I want us to have an Oxford dictionary definition of what mentorship is. So it says the guidance provided by a mentor, especially an experienced person in a company or educational institution, right? And it is giving different types of examples, right? And according to Wikipedia, it says mentorship is the patronage, influence, guidance, or direction given by a mentor. A mentor is someone who teaches or gives help and advice, right? Let me click on it here. So a mentor is somebody who teaches, gives help and advice to a less experienced and often younger person, right? So speaking about two things there, less experienced, often a younger person, right? In our case, you are having a course where you are having 10 videos. You are showing this person a strategy on how they can execute risk management, but you never have time for this particular individual. I think mentorship becomes so difficult if you as the mentor, you're giving so much time that you don't have, that you then forget yourself, about yourself. Like you are even now forgetting that for you to pour is for you to get from somewhere. And I think that's what we're getting from the industry. Everybody wants, they know something.
You want to give it away.
There are a lot of mentors, by the way, in the comment sections. If you look at comment sections, YouTube, you look at Instagram, you look at TikTok, like everybody has just an opinion. Like everybody's teaching. Nowadays, like everything is all about teaching. Like everybody just want to teach. Going back to what you were saying, Jay, is I think for myself, because it was a direct question also to me, right? I think if you were to ask me what works, I think live trading for me has made me scale in a very remarkable way in terms of my trading. Like streaming almost every day, like it has just leveled up my skill. Because there are new things I'm learning from different people, pressure as well, you know. But mentorship itself, it has drained me so much that I don't have time anymore. Like I really don't have time for me to tell you buy, sell, engulfing, indecision. Like I don't have that time, you know. I don't have that time. And it only works for people that has a lot of numbers. So if you have a lot of numbers and you are not giving back to that service, it can work for you. But if you are having a small number of people that are giving you a certain amount of money, I'm telling you, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Because think about it, Jay. Let's say you are having, and I think, where's the industry chart calculator?
Okay.
Let's open the industry charts calculator. I want us to calculate something. So think about it. You are spending so much hours telling somebody. For let's use your price tag 1.5, right? On average, let's say you are having 10 people a month, right? That's 15,000 rand. And you look at the amount of time you spend giving these people knowledge. At the end of the day, does it come to, is it really worth it?
It's not.
1.5. But think about it. You are pouring out your heart to these people, like you are really rendering the service, right? But there's somebody who's not. I mean, somebody has 1,000 people a month, and the mentorship is 1,500. So let's do the math. That's 1.5 million. And all that person has to do is 3 videos. That's it. Now, it's worth it to that influencer, not for a person like you. I don't know. Does it answer your question?
I mean, I feel like people took... I get it, back in the days, billionaires would have lunch with billionaires, but it wasn't for free. Like in 2019, we had... at the time, the founder of Tron and the CEO of BitTorrent in 2019, he won an auction for a charity lunch with Buffett, paying record $4.57 million. So
for lunch?
For lunch. It was auctioned. But then you look at something like that, and then let's say I'm in a position that I am in. I read this story, I look at my life, I look around, I'm like... But I could make money here. And you start cooking up this whole idea of, instead of it being lunch, I could just give it a different word, mentorship. I could give it a different word, one-on-one. I can rebrand it into something that works long-term for me and that feeds me and my family, because I have to eat. I have knowledge. And this knowledge is enough to... convince someone that I am worth paying that to. So then it just goes to show how it's a very interesting and very broad subject.
We need a masterclass on this. I think we need someone suggested Indaba gathering for such kind of topics. What do you think, Prudence?
Because we really need to break them down and understand these things. We need to have a whole conversation about it.
Because some of these people...
Those are very important things. Very important. But I do agree with you guys. Isn't she saying, Ugusi, there's another, maybe a heavily influential person who can bring in numbers for their mentorship, but they're not really putting in the work. So it's working for them. And then there's me who's pouring into these people. Is it really worth it for me? So I just think different roles for different players, I guess.
But we also have to... Someone said this, I can't remember who. So we're talking about the issues we are facing with influencers in our industry, where these individuals have numbers and they're messing up the industry. And somebody said, but MJ, look at it this way. As much as they're messing up, they have figured out a system. It's a system at the end of the day. And I think we also need to fight. If you want to build a system, you need to create a system that will outperform that system. You cannot be on the sideline and say, they're scamming, they're doing this, and you have to implement a system that will outperform them. That's the only way. It's like when you're saying, we don't want foreigners in our country, we don't want to buy from their tuck shops, then you start beating them up, you start, banning their shops, and you don't have a system. The system you should produce is, let's not buy from them. Let's buy from ourselves. Create the system within yourselves. Then That's how you're going to chase certain systems away. But to sit and complain, and for me, I don't think you're solving anything.
I agree with you.
That being said, but then how do you become a successful IB if you don't have mentorship, though?
If you're not offering services.
Yeah. Is it possible?
Yeah, it is possible because if you look at the system, not the system necessarily, but the game on its own, it's not a fair game. Now, people buy, you know how they say you don't necessarily sell the product, but you sell the service. So here, you're not selling the knowledge, we're selling the lifestyle. You know, people are buying, like, right now, the system works perfectly for people who have like a really dope lifestyle, because you know that's how people get scammed. You know, you show them a nice car, you having rentals there and there. It works. It's a very funny, weird system, but it works for a smart person. You know, so you definitely can make money if you don't do mentorship. Definitely, looking at how the game is, you can benefit, like, if you're smart about it, and if you can just see what your market likes. But we can already see this now. People just want the lifestyle, the fashion, just to see that you're making money. If I can see that you're making money, I'm going to trust you to... Oh, but nah, no mentorship, nah. But still, I'm going to sell you a robot. Yeah, I'm going to sell you a robot. I'm going to tell you, sign up under this link. This is the one that I'm using to trade. You use it. You know, you just like build that trust, and you can benefit from it in many different ways, not only from mentorship, in many different ways in this industry. If you're smart about it, there's a lot of traders that don't offer mentorship, but they are your commissions. They
way too many.
But I think, guys, at the end of the day, what brought us into this industry was the charts.
Yeah.
And I think going forward is we need to start more conversations about the charts. More than anything. Because it's like everybody that wants to come into the space is, I want to be an IB. I want to be an IB. But it's the charts. I want to be a mentor. It's the charts that brought you into the game. Then why are you trying to scale in if you have not figured out that thing, that engulfing there?
You know,
that engulfing is a problem. Already you want to start other problems. Let's dwell more there. And I think conversations we need to have as traders now is, guys, as much as we want to create systems, let's create systems that are pertaining to the charts. Let's talk about that financial literacy. Because I think now we're having a lot of people that wants to talk about IB, right? Mentorship. You can make money even if you're not a trader. I hear you. But you'll find that certain people don't need to be an IB. They don't need to be a signal provider. They don't need to. All they need is to focus on those charts. All they need is a good cash injection. South Africa has powerful traders out there. Maybe then the conversation should be, guys, why don't we create systems that inject cash? We have a monetary issue here in South Africa. Maybe let our conversation be there. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, let's just focus on, guys, who do you know? Because if you look at other industries, it's connection over anything. You can see somebody has so much connection, no content. That's what comes out of their mouth, empty, right? Because this person is always relying on connection. And our industry is going to be like that in the future. Because it will be, which BDM do you know? I want a good rate. Which BDM do you know? I want this, I want that. And we are not forgetting that, guys, we came into this game because we wanted to trade. How about we sit down and say, guys, who knows who has money? If we're going to talk about regulation, fine. How can we then bring forth this money, let it be on the table? How many talented traders do we have? That's why we implemented as TTSA a trading competition. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to create an IB competition. Right? Say who can bring most amount of money. Right? Because we understand the game is about trading. It's about these charts. Some people are good at trading, but they don't have enough money. And they're like, I suck at this. You don't suck. You don't have enough money. If you would have enough money,
you're going to be good.
You're going to be killing this thing. You would hit your 15% every month. They're like, okay, fine, I'm surviving. 50% of 800,000. Make them do the math. Somebody can survive from that. I mean, that's a lot of money. You can survive from that. But we don't want to go that route. I think we don't want to solve that problem. We are thinking problem solving will be, let's get streams of income. Too early. It's too early. It's too early. If you don't have a good record of withdrawing at least every 2 months, wait. Solve this problem. Where can I get more money to stay in the game? Nyankuza. Did I say it right? Okay.
I don't know.
You
okay,
did.
I did right. From now on, we're going to be having these conversations. Where is the money? There are people with money. If you are worried about compliance, watch this show every Tuesday. We'll help you with strategies. Not financial advice, by the way. Because one will say, but President, if I take someone's money, I'm not licensed. It doesn't have to be your money. It doesn't have to be his money. Why don't you open a business account, both of you, and run it as an entity, 50-50? Have laws, have bylaws. Sit down with someone that understands these regulations.
And if you don't know, do the research.
Simple.
Learn.
Simple, guys. Because you're going to see somebody doing something and like, I want to do that. Do you know Yanni? This guy from, he's a YouTuber, Yana Mais. He raps cars. Do you know him? Yeah, you wouldn't. Ladies are not into
car rapping.
Car rapping and check him out. Yanni, this guy, he's big. He's got a very big YouTube channel. And I remember 3 years ago, I wanted to start that car rapping business because I saw a market somewhere. And I was like, how does he make his money? And in my head, I'm like, this guy's maybe making money through this rapping thing. And only now he's coming out and says, guys, I'm closing this business. There's no money there. Do you know how he made it? He was pushing that business, which was not making money, to push content, which then was boosting his media company. But when you're seeing him from afar, you're like, I'm also going to do it.
But no, look at the business behind that.
Yeah.
I think people might have missed it. Repeat that again. Because there's something so crucial that's happening there. He did what with what to boost what?
Yeah, so
where did the money come from? Where was it being put? And because of that transfer of money, what was he using for marketing? He turned something from marketing into its own entity. And on top of what was being used for marketing, he said media company, and it can shoot other things other than what it was intended for, marketing. Are we business-minded enough to think that we can grow from the ceiling we have put above our heads?
Yeah.
Masterclass.
Because this IB business, I feel like if we don't treat it right, it's going to be like a push-push business. You know the push-push pyramid? Buy my product. I don't want to mention the name, but we are forever going there. Because we need habs.
And we need life.
Yeah. What would you say to the younger you?
The younger me.
To get to where you are now.
Yo, I feel like I'm not at a point where like I can even give advice to my younger self. You know, I feel like this is the younger self. You know, I'm just, so I'm not at my peak. You know, I don't know if I'm making sense.
Okay, fair. What would you tell yourself at the beginning of your trading journey that would have changed your whole trajectory of where you are today?
Changed it how? For the better?
Yeah. For the
It
better.
always has to be better. I don't know
Which other way?
There's no other way. There's no other way.
No, but like I'll just say like, because I'm very content with where I am and how everything is going. So I probably just tell myself to keep pushing, you know, and to be very confident, you know, because sometimes you walk into spaces where you never thought, you know, but because I was temp, you know, you can't even open doors for yourself. But I just tell myself, Ugusi, just keep pushing, believe in yourself. Everything works out for the better, you know, every time. Like, whatever that I like to say this, nothing happens to me, it happens for me, you know. So everything that's happening, everything that you're going to go through, it's happening for the best of you. So just keep pushing.
I would have told my younger self, investing doesn't mean you take it out this year or next year or tomorrow.
Or in the next 5 years.
Or in the next 5 years. I would say learn money, learn what disposable income is, learn these different terms that you hear being used in interviews that you watch of billionaires. I'm not saying go and read a book 50 times, drink and grow, what. No, I'm saying learn, not just read, actually garner understanding of what does it mean to be financially free? What does it look like? I know people in my life currently, I'm blessed enough to know people in my life that are living off of investments alone. Let that sink in. You know how much, you know, and these people are in like their 50s, their 40s, you know, people who started so early that are telling me, because I keep coming to the people with the same question. I'm young. What should I be doing with my money this soon, now? And people are always saying the same thing. Build a portfolio, build a portfolio. People who have never met, whose paths have never crossed, keep telling me, build a portfolio. And it's like, I would tell my younger self that. And to buy Bitcoin, yeah.
Hey, Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin. Yeah. I'll tell myself that as well. Yes, sis. I'll be so far now.
There's probably something, and there's a conversation I was having with the choppers on the stream, that as much as we are looking at Bitcoin, 10 years from now, there's something that you're not looking into now.
Bro.
We are
10
always
years from
missing
now,
something.
you're always missing something.
Always
There's
missing
something under your nose, you're not even aware. Because Bitcoin was under the nose, didn't notice it. There is something. I'll tell you off camera. There is always something. If I were to tell myself, or I would give myself an advice, the younger me, I don't think it has to even be the younger me. I would say even MJ last month.
Nice. Okay.
I like that.
Something that I've learned, because I've had a very rough July.
What happened with people's July?
I don't know, man. I was
not alone.
I was in hospital. I was treated with depression and anxiety and work. There was a lot going in my head. And if there's something...
It's because you didn't come and shoot. That's because we were on a break.
Yeah, production break. That's what happens. That's what happens. I would say, like, I had a reflection. I said, first of all, you're not the Messiah. You will never die for anybody. And I understood the scripture that says you'll always have the poor around you.
Okay.
That scripture, when it says you will always have the poor around you, it doesn't mean monetary wise.
Okay.
I understood you cannot help everybody. You will always have people with poor mindset, and the minute you try to convince them, that's the more you're wasting your time, where you could be now stuck in those positions elsewhere to improve yourself. So I think I've come to a point, I've admitted that I cannot help everybody. Jesus says you will always have the poor around you. This thing of trying to be the Messiah, like every time, sometimes it's okay. Somebody's calling you and is asking you irrelevant questions, just hang up. Like, I've come to that point. I think from where I've been, like, I've come to a point where even when my phone is ringing every time, like, it's always ringing. And, you know, some questions are like, I'm trying to have time with my family. You're asking me a very relevant question right now. I'm not even your mentor. I'm not even your mentor. Hi, President, how are you? Yeah, I saw you there. I just wanted to ask, do you think one standard lot will work because I have this much, and you trying to be the messiah you want to ask that question. Right now, I just say, I'm not, angzela lapho. I'm not there for that. Hang up, same time.
Angzelanga lokho.
Okay, there. Because sometimes, did you see a video of a guy who's giving people money for helping them? Like, he comes with an empty, is it what do they call it, thingy for car, man? There's a certain name, bottle for when you're...
He comes with the container.
Okay, he has a petrol container, right? Okay. So he goes to a petrol station and he comes to you and he says, can you help me with... so it's in the state. Can you help me with $20 to put petrol? Right. He's testing, so he's doing...
Social experiment.
Experiment.
Yeah.
He went to a certain guy and he said, can you help me with $20? And the guy was like, man, I've got problems like you. Like, I've got problems like you. I really cannot help you. Me, back then, I was going to say, that guy is rude. He was supposed to help where he can. But me today, I would say he did what he had to do.
Not everyone was meant to be saved.
Not everybody was meant to be saved at that particular time. By you, by the way. Sometimes you're trying to help people that are not designed for you to help them. They need to be helped by them.
Falling apart.
That's why things keep falling apart. Like, you are miserable because you're trying to help everybody. Yeah. Sometimes choose you.
Yeah.
Industry players, we're going to close with this. You are choosing yourself, and choosing yourself is doing what's good for you. Sometimes when you're doing good for yourself, you're going to attract good things coming to you. Any last words you want to leave us with? So much wisdom, man, in this.
The ladies with, you know, something they can think on.
In what context?
In the context of the trading industry, of the IB game, things they should watch out for, things that they should be conscious of as they move through this game, you know.
Okay, all I'm going to say is just keep learning. Like, I'm so big on learning and just improving yourself, you know, because life... If you don't grow, you die. If you're not growing, you're literally dying. So just work on yourself and don't ever put pressure on yourself, and don't look, because that's a personal problem that I have. So let me just speak as if ngikhuluma nami.
Sure.
So, like, don't look what is the next person doing, you know how they say don't ever compare yourself with the next person, because you don't know what got them there. You know, you don't know, it could be, you don't know what got them to where they are. So just don't look to the next person. Do your thing. Everything has its own time. So yeah, just keep learning and just keep improving yourself. That's all I can say.
Closing remarks?
She said it perfectly. Learn. Be a student of life. Yeah. Don't be scared to say you don't know. Don't be scared to ask questions. I've been in rooms that I have no right to be in, and I usually ask, can I ask a personal question?
Yeah. By the way, guys, for those of you who don't know, Jay asks a lot of questions, a lot. Yeah.
We are students of life. Yeah. We will never know everything.
Yeah.
It is important to learn and take as much as you can. You must be a sponge that never gets full, that's always dry, but it's on water. Constantly taking in information, knowledge, and also finding the right people to help you use that knowledge right. Sometimes they don't come the way you think. Sometimes it comes from a conversation that you had with a car guard because you were waiting for someone somewhere. Ask, learn, because knowledge without wisdom is information wasted. So be students of life.
Sure. And you are a trader, by the way. For those of you who don't know, Jay is actually a trader. Jay, actually, how many prop firms now? Are you still on the same?
I am trying out a new one.
Yeah.
So it's because they've been offering, I'm sure everyone has seen it. I can't say their name for legal reasons, but they've been offering $5 for all of their accounts across the board, and you only pay for it once you've passed.
Yeah.
So I'm used to trading like, that sounds so cocky, dang. I'm used to trading 6 figures, so I picked the 6 figure above what I'm used to boxing in, and I'm trying it out to see if it's actually worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going well. It's growing.
$5.
Yeah.
Is it a promotion?
No, so you pay $5 for any of their accounts, but you only pay after you've passed the account.
You pay the $5.
No, you pay the $5 first. You only pay the actual amount for the account once you've passed.
Oh, really?
So yeah, interesting concept, ne?
Very.
I know, sure. It's
Very.
like the special has been running, but I think it's ended, but I'm not sure. I think they still have it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, please check for me because I want to try.
I'm gonna hook you up.
Put me on.
No, I wanted to put that in because there's this whole narrative, TTSA guys, they don't trade. Yeah, the thing is, people think that like our conversations is just about people. Like we also have our conversations. We could be talking about the charts and for your own information, our CEO is trading 6 figures. By the way, all right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Prudence, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. I'm sure this is not the last time we have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's definitely not the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. It can't be.
It can't be the last time. You're part of the family now.
Yeah.
Now, and all the best with the future plans that you have about your business. I think with your mentality, I see you far already, and I'm just thinking that you are one of the people like. He would know. Like for me, I spent here first 5 minutes. I can really tell where the conversation is going, and by having a conversation with you and I cannot say him. I have a conversation with him all the time.
All the time.
I can already tell. Like I can already see where you're going, and you are one of the people. I think if I have something that I will want to collaborate on, I'll definitely give you a ring and say, "Hey, let's start something and let's see how it can go."
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. We are rapping. We are good. You know what's funny? Let me tell you what's funny. When we wrap up, like he's the one who's always telling us what to do. Like he will be sitting there and say, "It's time." Like he looks at the time now. It's him here. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. So we got the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, once again from your president, thank you so much for tuning in. The Still Here gang, let me acknowledge you. By the way, the Still Here gang is the people that are still watching till this time.
Let's confuse the people in the comments. And comment TTSA, just that in the comment section. If you're still here and you're hearing this, comment TTSA. Let's confuse them in the comments. Show if you're really part of us.
Yeah, because you will find that somebody thinks he's a Still Here gang, and there are 5 minutes.
Hey, it's the first thing people comment. I'm like, it just went out. Yeah.
You're Still Here gang comment in the first 5 minutes. So you're Still Here gang, you have to go past 1 hour.
Okay.
Then you can qualify to be called Still Here gang. So yeah, I like that. So yeah, but I just hope the people that will be writing this are not the people that will skip
to the end.
Yeah. But still, we'll give you A for effort.
Yeah, E for effort. It counts.
Yeah, it counts. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. I'll be with the famous one. Obviously, he'll be back. And yeah, we had our very own CEO standing in for him today, guys. And we'll bring you another epic episode next week. From myself, your president,
Prudence.
Jay.
And we out.